Repairing corrupt Canon RAW files affected by some family member of the Stop ransomware. Take one. I'm at home and people are moving around and the doors are open, so you hear traffic, so just so you know. People may even answer me because they sometimes do that when I talk to the laptop. Yeah, JPEG repair. We need a patch. We need a patch tool. We browse to the folder containing the corrupt files. We need to tick show all files to see the ransomware corrupted files too. We want to append a header, and then we will be asked for a reference file. Okay, click repair. This takes a while. Because it's a large file. It's 27 or something megabytes. Yeah. Now the thing we know about this ransomware is that some 100 or 150 kilobytes at the start of the file are encrypted. We can do nothing to decrypt them, so I am just going to get rid of them by typing in the number 140,000. So I'm removing 140 kilobytes initially. We click the apply button. So you can see at the start of the file a lot of the corruption is now removed. We reload the file. That's this button. Okay, now we see a lot of corruption here in the lower part of the image. That is because this is a Canon RAW file, and this is just the data that follows the JPEG data. This button helps us remove this data we don't need. And then we reload it again. Okay. Now, this is the JPEG file. We see the JPEG data, but it looks rubbish, of course. So we need to clear this up as much as we can. JPEG is decoded from line by line, top to bottom. If corruption occurs at some point, then everything that follows it will be corrupt too. So the further back into the file you can go, in front of the corruption, and then remove the corruption, the better the result will be. One way of doing this is double-clicking the byte address field, and it will give you the first byte that we can remove data from or add data from. What's in front of that is the header, and we don't want to touch the header, so I don't want to be at the exact first byte. Oh, this is wrong. go back. I clicked the go down one line of MCUs. I want to travel just a couple of MCUs. Something like this. Now, and from this point on, from this byte address, I start removing data. No, I don't need that. And we do this using this up-down arrow key. This slider tells the up-down arrow key how much bytes it will jump. So 96 is okay. And this is just a matter of trial and error. Okay, so this looks pretty good. And then you can, for example, play with the exact address from which you're removing bytes and see if it has a positive or negative effect on the image. Maybe we can get it a tad lighter. I don't think so. I'm just trying to find what looks best to me. I'll settle for this because this is just a demonstration. Now, so this is the right boundary of the picture, and we need to move that into the correct position, and we do that by adding stuff bytes. And stuff bytes are just zeros. And because we insert zeros into one line, it will automatically push the rest to the right. So in general, removing data will make the image shift to the left, and adding data will shift it back to the right. Now you may have noticed that I have not fed it a JPEG file, which normally is what you'd normally do, but I selected a CR2 as reference file, and JPEG Digger will automatically see if it can find a JPEG inside this reference file. So now we've moved it to the right, but we see a small band of, so we moved it slightly too far. Now this can be tricky, but so I'm going to see if I can fine-tune this a little. Now we have this seems to be about right. This data we can get rid of. This is basically because the header of the JPEG has a field where the decoder can look up the resolution of a file, and in this case it says 6000 times 4000 pixels, but we don't have that many pixels because we lost part of the data due to this corruption. So now we'll just tell the header that the height, because this is where the corruption has effect, that the height is less than what it currently has in the header. And now the image stretches, but that is just a JPEG repair thing. It will not actually be stretched. If we reload the file, it will have the correct dimensions and okay, set this one up. Now we can save this, or we can immediately import this into a photo editor by using this clipboard button. This button saves what we have right now. I'm going to move it to the clipboard. This is something I was doing. We paste it into a new image. Now we see some distortion here. We can just cut it off, or you could, for example, keep it and in-paint it. Using any photo editor. Or using a photo editor that has a clone stamp thingy. Now colors don't look nice, but we can well, this is not too great. So okay, but this is an example, and you should just do with it as you please, and make it to your liking, because I'm just showing the process. So okay, so we have we finished one, and now we're going to save the result. I'm just going to put them here for now. No, I'm not going to put them here. I'm going to put them here. So we fix this one. Go away, and I'll just do. I'll add PDN for paint.net. So something like this. Okay, that's one. I'll show another one. Open. We want to patch. We'll take this one, the second one. Again, append header. Okay, that. Point to a reference file. Okay, that. Click repair and then wait. We can even cancel this because, yeah. And like the previous time, we want to remove this first. And I'm gonna remove, oh, because I canceled it. Okay, again. So you have to let it finish, okay? Do 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 do. Oh, I was soon canceling it. Yeah. Okay, so like we did before, we want to remove the first. Yeah, go away. So again, 140,000. Do it. So we can already see the image data again. We want to save and reload. Now I want to get rid of this, and we do this using this button again. Again, save and reload. Okay, and now this same story, that we want to be relatively close to the start of the file, but not exactly at the front of the file. So I always stop at somewhere around 1000 bytes from the start of the file. And then we have the job again of removing the remaining corrupt bytes, the encrypted bytes. Okay. I'm gonna go with this. Now we have to move it back to the over there. So, but the trick is removing corrupt data, and you can only remove one chunk of corrupt data, and you have to reload the file. Sometimes you get files with multiple chunks of corrupt data, so then each time you have to remove a chunk, reload, remove the next chunk. That's how this works. And those reloads result in files in the current state being saved. So this could be used kind of as an undo. You can load a previous one and then, okay. So like I said, in general, if you add bytes, it shifts it to the right, but sometimes you will see it shifts back again all of a sudden. And then this lower garbage is a matter of telling the header again that yeah. I'll reload it so you can see that the so it didn't actually stretch it. So okay. Yeah, and then again we can save, and we up at the top, and we can also move it to the clipboard again. Okay, now I'm gonna just cut this little piece off. And then it makes it too dark, doesn't it? Undo, and then maybe we'll okay, but I noticed, I think you're a photographer, so I think you're probably way better than I am at this editing thing. Maybe I shouldn't even touch this. And now color looks a bit dull, or not? Well, and then we save this again as JPEG, and this was the 06 file, BDM. Yeah. Okay, and then the next one. This one. Append header. Okay. The reference file. Click repair. Don't be impatient. Yeah, okay, the 140,000 bytes. 1, 2, 3. Reload. Get rid of the this. Reload. And then we start removing the rest of the corruption. Maybe if I remove some more, it moves. No, that's a pity. Okay. Would be nice if the image would have a little more contrast already. Okay. What a pity. What I mean is that this looks nice, but now we have to move this part all the way back there. But we'll do that then. This is going too slow. Yeah, okay, like this. And then get rid of the bottom part again. Yeah. Anything. Oh. Okay, so now we had to stuff bytes and to push it all the way to the right again. So, and you can see that at the top of the image that all these zeros are resulting in this horizontal line of without any data. So now I'm just gonna cut that off again. Okay, well, this looks rather nice, better than the previous ones. Yeah, so now I can see his face again. And we'll save it again. So this was save. And here you see the folder and the intermediate states where we clicked the reload button, and then there are some stages where it saves the file even when we don't ask it. And then we have the files that are the result of our repairs. This one doesn't look too good, but this is mostly due to my poor editing skills. Yeah, so this is how we can get the full res minus the corrupted part JPEGs from corrupt CR2 files. Okay, I hope this helps.